got to do something. So rest in peace to her. And I'm glad you brought that up, Leak, as far as protecting women, because this next topic is this is crazy. 2020 has been wild.
Listen, I'm an open hand smack this nigga. I see his little.
So let me bring it up. So before you get in your bag, because I know you about to get in your bag.
Hope he read this.
Recently, anyone that's following what's going on in rap right now and just hip hop culture, you guys know there was a situation with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, as far as Megan Thee Stallion being shot and allegedly Tory Lanez shooting her. And just recently, Tory Lanez released an entire album. You know, the world's been waiting for him to respond to this rumors. He released an album, and he was basically saying he didn't shoot Megan Thee Stallion.
Well, hold on. Before you get into all that, you got to explain kind of how he released the album, because that's very important also.
Oh, okay. As far as like the context, as far as when he released it?
Like how he kind of the nigga Tory Lanez, like we haven't heard from him. Megan Thee Stallion said Tory Lanez shot him. She announced this in July.
Okay.
We haven't heard from him since.
Mm-hmm.
He comes out a couple days ago and says, yo, there's a time to be silent and there's a time to talk.
Okay.
Now it's the time to talk.
Yeah,
Everybody's thinking he's about to go live and give a statement.
Instagram Live,
and then he comes out with an album.
He drops an entire album instead of going on Instagram Live.
A day after the whole Breonna Taylor thing, where the police officers who killed her were not held accountable or indicted for that.
Yes, so
it's kind of crazy.
It is crazy. So yeah, he released an album during this Breonna Taylor time where none of the people who killed her were indicted. And he released an album. Basically, it's like a diss album towards Megan Thee Stallion. So I'm sure you guys know
that
about
nigga's a bitch, and I can't wait until Meg releases Mini Men. MINI Men.
She's not going to do that. If she did do that, that would be kind of crazy. That would be. I'll tune in, but I don't think.
How dare you, pussy ass nigga, wait a month to respond to any of the questions, to say anything out of your own fucking mouth? How fucking dare you wait a month and think we supposed to just believe what the fuck you said after you done text her apologizing? The fuck you apologize for if you ain't shooting?
So hold up. Can I get like a quick second?
Go ahead, bro.
So my thing is this. Being a manager for a couple musicians, I know how that process works. Albums, first of all, it was a 17-track album.
Okay.
EPs.
He dropped 17 tracks to respond to that shit?
Yeah. No, not all of them was. Some of them was just random. Like,
and he couldn't do an interview a month ago?
But hold up. This is what I'm saying, though. I just want to put this in context for people who don't really know how the music process works. And if I have an artist, let's say you my artist, right, Cheese? Mm-hmm. And you drop a 5-track EP.
Okay.
That still takes months of planning.
Okay.
So a 17-track, that means, like, he's at least been doing this since the time that Megan incident happened.
Okay.
So my thing is this. It's very publicized that he's independent now. He's not with a label anymore. And like when he was doing the whole quarantine radio, why everybody was praising him is because he's an independent artist now, and like all this money is going to his pocket. Gotcha. So as an independent artist, it's not like you're reporting to a label, like they gave you a date. So my thing is, let's say you've been working. So one, you did 17 tracks. I'll even give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll say you've been working on this shit since the beginning of September, even though I think it was earlier.
Yeah, before that. Yeah.
But I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll say you've been working on this shit since September. As an independent artist, since you don't have anybody to report to like turn in your album, once you see that whole Breonna Taylor thing, why not push your album back? If you know I'm not saying anybody's innocent or anybody's guilty. But you know you're accused of shooting a black woman. You know police officers who actually shot a black woman who were not held accountable.
Not at all.
If you don't have a label to report your album into where you have to stick to a date because you're an independent artist, like read the room. Why would you not push it back? Because nobody knew you was going to drop an album.
And then really your fucking album talking about you 5'7", not 5'3".
We'll get into that. But my thing is, nobody knew you were going to drop it. It's not like we were anticipating it. Like
I'm mad.
I know you're mad. I'm only laughing at Leak, but I get it because that's.
But I'm gonna ask all y'all in the room: did anybody think he was going to drop an album?
No.
I think nobody in the world thought he was going to drop an album. So if there's no expectations for an album, you could have easily pushed it back once you got this information about this Breonna.
Like nobody was checking for albums from you.
Because I know. And I actually think this is great, actually, especially on video.
Yeah, it was horrible
because you know him releasing an album And obviously, our emotions, especially like Leak, I'm seeing it. But for all of us, our emotions are already amped because of what we've seen with Breonna Taylor.
Horrible time.
We've seen black women get
if
killed.
He has a
It's
PR
not just black
person,
women. It's fucking the girl Toyin over the summer. She was fucking out there marching with black men. And she get fucking raped and murdered by one.
That's what I'm saying.
Niggas,
But that's what I'm saying. We've seen. Let me say this. We've seen our emotions are a little bit amped, obviously, and as they should be, because we've seen black women.
And I'm trying to stay as like even kill as possible.
Yeah. Let me say this though. We've seen black women be harmed, become killed, be killed and be hurt. You know what I'm saying? And nothing's been done. No one's been held accountable.
Right.
So to your point, Ant, like you said, he releases an album. First of all, let's just be clear. In my opinion, there should be no album. You have allegations that you shot a black woman.
Give a statement.
A public figure. You know what I'm saying? And the first thing you think to do, and we're all waiting to hear from you to refute these rumors because we don't want to believe it. And the first thing you do is you release an album to, number one, make money off of, and to just be a rapper. Nobody wants to hear your verses, bro. We want to hear if you shot this woman or not. We want you to answer those rumors.
You know what's fucked up? And I actually it's a couple niggas that I follow on Instagram or Twitter that was supporting. Like,
Twitter was disgusting.
You want some fucking I believe Tory? How about you shit? Y'all niggas is bozos.
Well, we gonna get into that. Let's get into it right now. So my thing is this. Okay, my thing is, we have to get out as black. I'm only speaking to black people. Whenever I talk, I'm only speaking to black people. If people from other cultures feel me, then you feel me. But I'm speaking to black people. As black people, we need to get out of that whole mindset how if you make $1, that legitimizes anything you do.
Okay.
You can do corny shit and make money. Like, I need to explain to black people right now that you can do corny shit and make money at the same time.
Let me stop you.
So
though,
people
bro.
always legitimize the fact that if it profited, it's not.
But
corny.
I don't think, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to just subject that to black people because I feel like humans and people in general. People think.
Sure? I think it's in the black community. No, I think it's heavy in the black community that if you make money, they won't say it's corny if it made money.
It's here, but like.
It's in our community, but it's in every community because people want money.
And a lot of that is we are the culture, so a lot of the narrative and other shit comes from us anyway.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our opinions mean the most because we create the cool.
So I'll talk to everybody then. Just because it made money doesn't mean it was correct, the right thing to do, or it was a solid thing to do.
Not all money is good money.
So, yeah, Tory Lanez got a lot of attention on his album because of shock value. Which I'll get into later. How people keep monetizing off of shock value. That's the new thing in the music industry. They monetize off of shock value. So even if he made money and they're saying, like I heard rumors that this is going to be the #1 album of the week, that's cool. But my thing is like, as a man, as a person, you just have to have principles that you stand on. And it's like, bro, even if you didn't do it, it's just a right way to do things and it's a wrong way to do things.
Principle number 1 for grown-ass men and real men like myself is to not harm women. Physically harm a woman.
But
Period.
But my thing is this though. So my thing is, because no, I agree with you. But my thing is, I want to make our point known to even the slowest people who even think he has a point. So even if you break it down to a level of you don't agree with either one of them,
right?
It's like, bro, if you have something to say, make a statement. Why are you releasing music and coding? First of all, I listened to the whole album just so I could talk about it on here. He said a whole bunch of nothing. A lot of people know how to say a lot without saying anything. He didn't say a damn thing. Basically, all he said was, his position basically, if you listen to the whole album, was he didn't shoot her. No, he didn't even say that. All he said was he was framed. Okay. So you take what you want from that. You have to draw your own conclusion from that. But what I'm saying is, everything doesn't have to be monetized. That's corny. If somebody accuses you of something and you really didn't do it, come out and make a statement. But you saying, yo, you were framed by Meg and Rock Nation pushed her to make a statement on you, but you never said what actually happened. Then on the song Queen and Slim, you gave the most generic story about how you had a crush on Kylie and Meg got jealous, but then you never actually explained how she ended up getting shot. That's corny.
First and foremost, I gotta say, like,
go ahead.
The way Meg the Stallion came out about the situation, the first thing she said was that she didn't tell the cops that he shot her.
She did. No. Yeah.
He's trying to protect his life. The first thing he fucking does is drop a fucking album talking shit about her.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I think
there's things in between it. But you're right.
Right, but there's things in between. No, he's right. I want to keep it clear.
There's things in between
because we kind of bouncing around. I want to make sure we get to every point. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Let's get to because I want to make sure.
Narrator.
Yeah, I got this. You know what I'm saying? I got this.
Narrator.
Nah, but I want to make sure. No, because I wanted to be clear because this is important. Like. Number one, you shouldn't shoot women, like you said, Leak. That's the bottom line. Like you shouldn't be harming
people.
You shouldn't be harming. Yeah, you shouldn't. But like you shouldn't be harming women
unless you have reason.
You shouldn't be harming women.
Women, no,
not at all, not at all. And then number one, when you have in the context of what's going on, like we said with the Breonna Taylor stuff going on, you gotta like, come on, bro. Like
them niggas all went off free, bro. You gonna drop that bullshit ass fucking?
That's wrong.
Like, bro, yo.
As a man. If a woman is no threat to your life and you physically harm her, you're a pussy. And you're a clown.
If you have no threat to your life and decide that you're going to put your hands on a woman, you're a bitch.